Hey Shooby-Doodlers, how are you doing? Well, winter is coming, the wind has turned around and we're expecting an icy blast coming through in about 2 hours, I think. And it's going to be pouring down from the Arctic. Autumn is definitely here. The leaves are falling. As some of you know, this late summer and autumn I've been doing a lot of thinking about where I'm going. And there are all these various stories trapped in my head that I really need to get working on, I think. And one is about the forest, and I've been living here 28, 29 years or something, and always thinking about writing something about the forest. And I've always been thinking about the forest that I live in, the Forest of Dean, and I always thought it would be something maybe about its history. It's had a long history and kind of bringing that into it, but now I realise it's not. And I think recently there's been lots of scientific advancements in the understanding of fungus in particular, and this kind of research is coming out about stuff that I think I kind of instinctively knew about the forest. I've always felt that it's kind of like one organism, really, in the way that we as humans are one organism, but we have this kind of biome that billions of bacteria and stuff living with us. And as we're beginning to understand that we are not just an individual, that we are the total of what we are made up of, and that our health and everything relies on that, and that, you know, that we are a collection of cells that have agreed to work together. Similarly, the forest is this great big organism of trees and fungus and insects and everything that have all kind of come together to create, with each different forest, there's a different character and biome, and you know, which is a collection of trees and bacteria in the soil, fungus, everything is involved that sort of creates that individual forest. And I really felt it last week when I was in Brussels, and there's the forest in Tervuren there, which is kind of grown up around Prince Leopold's summer palace there, and it's just been left to go. And so there's lots of thin, weedy trees, and it's not very inviting. It doesn't want you to come in, whereas this forest is very much the natural forest here is very inviting, and there are paths created by sheep and boar and things, and it's a very inviting place. And I know when I enter the forest, I kind of tend to touch a leaf or a branch or something like that, just to let the forest know I'm here. And I'm always greeted by a raven, the same raven in the same place. So we have a little chat, and as I come round back again, he's usually there waiting to crow at me, and or raven at me. Crows crowed to talk to me, I suppose. And so yeah, it's quite a special place. But I'm now thinking of this not as the Forest of Dean, where I need to write a story, but as the forest. And last week's video also, you know, I went to Wicken Fen, you may remember, and in Cambridgeshire, and that's kind of scrubby kind of forest there, but it's kind of primordial as well, and it's very wetland kind of forest. But again, you can kind of feel this, or I can anyway. I can kind of feel this. Not a spiritual connection, it's a tangible biological connection that's connecting up the whole place, and this is really kind of it's like all these little mycelium have kind of grown into me as well, and are infecting my brain, and to say, hey, write a story about us. And it's kind of coming. It probably needs just a lot of walking and thinking about the forest. And And now the sun comes out, but I know there's going to be a bit of rain coming through in about an hour, so I need to get home before that comes. So that's where I am at the moment. It might take a while to write it, but I know I've started. People often say, "When how long does it take to write a book?" And I say, "When do you start counting?" And it's that kind of moment, feeling. There's something here, and I'm going to write something about it, and that's when I start counting. So the clock is running. It might take 2 years, it might take 20, I don't know, but I've started. I started really seriously thinking about it, and just in coming and talking about it now, this is kind of a statement of seriousness, I suppose. And time to switch off and carry on walking. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, and if you did, make sure that you click that subscribe button and click the little bell that comes along so you'll be notified of new videos from the Shoo Rayner drawing channel. In the meantime, keep walking, drawing. Practice, reading. I'll see you next time. You take care now. Bye-bye.